What is up, everybody? So I just tried to do the stream before. It didn't seem to work, but if you were on the stream before and you didn't see me, now I'm back building the watch list for Monday. So give me a couple moments as I do my thing, share that we are live, and then I'll be with you guys in a couple of moments. Alright, almost ready, guys. All right. So, what's up, everybody? Gonna do this watch list now so that maybe I can take a nap, get some pizza. Friday night's usually my pizza night. Maybe watch some, I don't know, Netflix, do something, take a nap. So if I get it out of the way now, then I don't have to do it later. So it's no offense to you guys. I just want to get this done so you guys got this ahead of time so then I can relax. So that is my selfish reasoning for today. I care about you guys, but maybe I care about myself more right now. I want to get it done. So that's why I'm doing the watch list now. I see you, no issues. Not sure what that means. Oh, you see me, no issues. Oh, cool. Awesome. Sorry, I read things weird sometimes. So, the market. The good old market. Look at this. Ay, 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 ay. Symmetrical triangle. Angular support. Choose a direction already. And yet it doesn't want to choose a direction, right? Goes up, hits the moving average lines, pulls back. Basically a shooting star or an inverted hammer right smack in between the moving average lines. So if you're looking for direction, so isn't everybody on the planet, right? This is just ay, ay, ay. So let's start the weekend off with a positive. I'll try to stay positive on this, even though I hate seeing these candlesticks just fall and drop or go up. Choose a direction. Stop this nonsense. And right now it's just this. Frustrating. Makes my job more difficult because I'm trying to find you guys some plays, and it makes it a little bit more challenging. So as you can see, all of our alerts triggered today. I'm sure some went off more than others. But again, when our alerts go off, don't just trade just to trade. Make sure you know what you're doing. So at this point, kind of a shooting star, inverted hammer, just a messy looking candle. So at this point now, we're going to try and see what may potentially continue up or can potentially continue down on Mondays. The reason why we want to see a market choose a direction, right? When the markets go up, usually that way it's, you can kind of see, okay, we're going to go potentially bullish on the market for our plays. Or when the market's kind of heading down, let's choose a, kind of like this, right? These days it's heading down. It's a little bit easier to choose bearish plays. When you see it trading sideways, and then bouncing off of angular support with these wacky looking candlesticks, this causes indecision. So then you say, well, should I go long on my plays or should I go short? Well, the problem is you're smack dab right in the middle of moving average lines, and it's a mess. So that's where it makes it very difficult. And that's where you guys have a few options, right? What are your options when the market does something like this? Very simply, number one, don't trade. If you don't know what to do or what to trade or how to do it, don't trade. That's the simple answer. But after that, if you're like, hey, I want to trade, then you got to say, well, what type of trader do I want to become? If you're a day trader, then you might realize, hey, I might not be able to get a really good scalp. I might, if you like to try to get 15, 20 cents on a trade, you might only be able to get out 7 or 8 or 11 cents, right? If you're a swing trader, it might be very difficult to just buy straight calls and puts, right? So you might have to do spreads. So that's where you got to, again, decide what you're looking to do. The very easy thing to do when you see something like this, don't trade, right? Don't trade. No one's forcing you to trade. You're the best solution. Thanks for all you do. Tanner, thank you very much. That makes me feel better about this shooting star candle that's pretty nasty looking right now. All right, so let me get into the watch list for Monday. Keep up the encouragement. If you guys see some potential plays, I see you were talking about MOSY, Todd. So I could use some encouragement, pump me up a little bit. Don't tell me I'm awesome, but like, hey, this helps. Maybe throw out maybe some swing trades you're looking for. That way we'll make it a little easier on me today. Or you could tell me I'm awesome. That's cool too. I'll say thank you. And that's that. All right, so let's get into the watch list. As you can see, here is our potentially bullish scan, and as you can see, not much. Right there, that's telling me not looking so hot. And if we go to the bearish one, which we'll get to, let's take a look ahead of time and get a sneak preview. Nightly scan bearish, not much. Guys, look at that. Before I start the watch list video, you already know the answer to what's going to end up being on the watch list. Look, right here, let's do this. I'm going to click on my scan. I'm going to go to my nightly bearish scan, and you're going to see there are 16 potential. Now, if you guys watch, when I see 40 or 50 stocks, we might only get 5 or 6. Now you see 16 potential. That's about 75% less. Now let's go to my nightly bullish scanner. Nightly scan. Bullish. 28. A little bit more. Right? Not so much. So that's going to be a grind. So basically what this is going to tell you is the watch list, get prepared. I'll try to make this as entertaining as possible, but I have a feeling that the watch list for Monday is just going to be, I might have to make some jokes or something because I don't like making watch lists when they look like this. But again, we're trying to get you guys to watch list. Again, they're guides, right? You don't trade them just to trade. We got to get you something to ideally take a look at, and that's why we use Trade Ideas and other scanners as well, because this is a watch list. We don't know what's going to happen on Monday, but who does know what's going to happen on Monday? Trade Ideas, right? They don't know ahead of time, but when people start buying and selling stuff, Trade Ideas will find it and then tell you what people are looking at. That's the beauty of a scanner. So MOSY, let me take a look at that before I get into it. Mosey earnings coming up. Let's take a look here. MOSY, $1.75. Let me see when their earnings are coming up. Earnings on 7/17. So that's a ways away. So that's cool. Got some time. So let's take a look if Mosey's something I would look at. First of all, this is a intraday today. Not looking so hot. I would have said garbage, so I'll say that for Barry. However, I would look here and say, okay, trading sideways, holding right here. Do I like this? Well, right. Possible cup and handle here, guys. Right? So you can see kind of a top right up here of the cup. Cup going up to the top. Now you can kind of see right over in here let's connect these dots over here as... All right, there you go. Kind of got the handle, right? Great eye. Great eye, Todd. I like this makes my day a little bit. Now, we'll see. I don't even know if Mosey would have been on the watch list for today. No, it wouldn't have. See, look at this. So this wouldn't have hit the scanners because there's only 26,000 in volume. So it's not hitting the nightly scan. Does it mean my nightly scan is good? No, it just means, again, you can't, if you don't put a limit somewhere for volume, you could be looking at stocks forever, you know, hours upon hours every night. So this is one I would actually maybe watch, you know, see if this thing can get above that 181-ish area. Might have some chance to move up. Let's take a look at the hourly. Starting to get above the moving average lines on the hourly. So, yeah, thank you. I will put that one on to keep an eye on. Right now, it's not looking so hot, but if it can break that 182, that's a pretty, that'd be pretty nice. So cup, handle, possibly looking to break out, and you know, between 2 to 225-ish area. So let's do this. Cup and handle on the daily. Watch for potential break out above 180s with resistance between 2 to 225-ish. So cup and handle right here. Cup, handle. Watch for potential breakout above the 180s right over in here with resistance between 2 to 225-ish. Right up in here, 2 to 225-ish. MOSY. All right, so right here. Woo. So good eye, Todd. Appreciate it. Pump and dump. Pump pizza. Yes, pizza. Can't wait to eat some pizza. Yeah, it's just lacking volume, just like Todd says. Yeah, it's no volume now, but at some point it may. And look at this good old... Look at this. This is just... Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe a double bottom here. Maybe forming a double bottom. Let's take a look at hourly. Alright, so I got to put this on potentially, right? So you can see high day today, 475. Above the moving average lines on the hourly. Excuse me. On the daily, you can see some support right here around that 360. Needs to get above this 422 level. Maybe a double bottom. Again, guys, look at this. This is clearly a pump and dump stock, right? So Peaceful Chaos says, I wish your notes would come along with a TOS share, but I'm diligently taking notes. Well, Peaceful Chaos, not sure if you're a member yet. We do email out every night to paid members all of these alerts, so whatever you see here, right here, goes out emailed every night to paid subscribers. We're only $10 a month. If you're referring to you wish there was a link to upload, fair enough. Unfortunately, Thinkorswim doesn't have that feature. I don't know of any brokerage firm, like, if you could share a link to upload. It's kind of annoying, but, you know, a very simple thing you could do is you could take the picture that I kind of like when I send this picture out at night, kind of open it up on another browser, like kind of just take the picture, double click on it, and have it like open up to the side, like, you know, down in your picture, you know, like when you have stuff open down here. And then that way you can kind of like alt-tab between, like go through and see, right? So that might be the thing I would suggest to you. Again, I wish Thinkorswim had the the availability to upload them. They just don't. Sorry about that. So hopefully that helps. So at this point right here, if there's continuation, watch for potential continuation with resistance at 475. So kind of a double bottom. Watch for potential continuation with resistance at 175. Excuse me. My eyes are kind of itchy and watering right now. All right. GBR. All right. Elon. Nope. Garbage trading sideways. Don't even look at that. I mean, nope. Jump. Nope. Goes up like this, so why? No. That's why I'll try to slow down when they say nope to you guys. Nope, this thing just goes up and you have a high wave candle. Which way is this going to go? Up or down? I don't know. It's a garbage looking... It pumps up and then it dumps right back down. Awesome to hear. Hopefully that helps you. Yeah, so very simple with the alerts, guys. I mean, I wish there's ways to upload alerts. Again, brokerage accounts have their limitations. But, yeah, just take the picture that we send each night, open it up, and it'll be on your computer or on your phone. So if you're trading on your computer, maybe have it up on your phone, have it to the side, or in your computer, it'll be down here, and you'll be able to see it to the side. Just click on it once in a while, you know? And that should be able to help you. SPCB, all right, possibly now. Let's take a look at this one. Kind of holding its highs, but it's looking a little bearish towards the aftermarket. But as you can see, it kind of got above the moving average lines. Might have continuation. Let's take a look at the hourly. Above the moving average lines. Not looking so hot here. Might want to reverse. But the thing with these stocks like this, when they pump up like this, many of times they have a, even if it doesn't hold its highs at the end of the day, when you get such a big like this, move like this, sometimes they have sympathy days or continuation days, or many times that happens. So, you know, so needs to get above. Obviously, I'm just going to put 250 because it's $half amount. It needs to get above a $half amount. Remember, these are garbage pump and dump stocks. I don't know anything about this one, but just, I mean, look at it. But again, you're pumping the, you know, trade them up, trade them down. Momentum. This is trading momentum. We just don't want you beginner traders to think like, oh, hey, this stock's going up. Should I swing trade it? You better know what the heck you're doing with it fundamentally. These small cap stocks, you got to be super careful. You know, that's how they trap beginner traders, right? What happens is all you beginner traders, yeah, here we go. Let's do this. SBCB, they trap you all up here. Right up in here. So people pump the stock up. You get caught bag and holding up here, and then unfortunately it goes down like this. Buy at support, sell at resistance, guys. Very, very important. The lesson I can tell you, and I say it all the time, if you're new and you don't know what that means, don't ever trade with real money, ever, until you know support and resistance. And that means you're going to have to study a lot. Take our free courses. Our free courses on our website, they're free, save you thousands of dollars, and they'll keep you busy for months. Put the time in, invest, learn support and resistance, practice making hundreds of trades, then trade with real money. Say that message over and over and over. Very important. All right, so let's see if this can continue above 250. If so, then you can probably see. I mean, there's resistance going on up. That's a problem with these, man. There's just resistance everywhere. I'd probably put $3, even though there's resistance all the way up. Man, sorry. We'll put it on. Let's see, 234. Watch if price can get above 250 area with resistance around $3. SPCB. SPCB. There we go. FRD. Ford. Look at this. I say nope, and I'll tell you why. This is a major indecision, high wave, long-legged doji, ugly looking candle. You can't do nothing. No way. How do you choose a direction, right? If you're new and you don't know candlesticks, think about it for a moment, right? This candle goes up and it goes down. It's not extremely bullish. It's not even extremely bearish. It's just like blah, right? So you want to see stuff like this, like candles holding their highs or holding their lows. When you start seeing this, it's like your high wave, long-legged doji candle. Just look away. Very simple. Those are very, very difficult. Now this one, I would say potentially yes. It's looking like it's fading on the aftermarket, but I like seeing something like this because it's sold off really badly. It's found support right around that $2. This might be an evening or a morning star pattern. Potential reversal. Price needs to get above that 281 area. Sorry, I didn't mute that one, so sorry for the coughing. If price can get above 280, whatever that is, 81-ish area, then it goes into gap, no man's land, going to cause some volatility. So this one might be a reversal. Look out and see if this one can continue above 281. So do this. All right, so morning star pattern. Watch if price can get above 280s and go into massive gap above. All right, so this is it, so this is what you're looking for. You look for these patterns, right? Morning star pattern. Price falls, kind of a doji candle, doji or hammer, green candle, buyers coming in, gap above. This is going to do something. It's either going to tank or this thing might go up and do something. Once price hits the gap, that's volatility. You're looking for volatility when day trading. Don't like that one. Too choppy of a daily chart. Cassie, 823. So this one's holding its highs. Let me remove the drawings. Yearly highs 842. Maybe forming a cup pattern. Some support right around that 763. Getting close to resistance at 842. It's a bit overextended. Let's look at the weekly. Near all-time highs. Broke this left shoulder and might be heading towards a head. So this one might be one to keep an eye on. Again, it's a bit overextended. Let me see on the monthly. Well, it's been at higher prices before. This one has a chance to go. Looking possibly a flat top on a monthly. This one might be looking to break out more, even though it's a bit overextended, so keep an eye on it. All right, so a bit overextended on the daily. Watch for potential daily breakout over 842. Cassie, CASI. Fred, good old Fred. Cup and handle. Right off the bat. So you see how I just say that like... You guys see how I just so effortlessly say cup and handle, right? Or ascending triangle. If you're like, what is he talking about? Guys, you understand something. It took me looking at thousands of charts before you can see, oh, cup and handle, ascending triangle. Right? So don't think of like, don't beat yourself up if you're like, hey, I don't know what the heck he just said. I don't even know what it is. It takes time. You're not going to see these patterns overnight. You have to look at thousands, not hundreds, not a couple hundred, thousands. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands. And then you can see these patterns. Oh, okay, cool. This is a cup, and now it's pulling back. So now you can see Kind of extend this cup, right? 266 right up here. Then you start extending it up in these areas here. 325. Let's see if it extends up. Kind of can keep extending. So again, sometimes the top of the cup extends up higher. But at this point, kind of got this handle right here. Bada boom. Look at that. There's your handle. So cup, handle, top of the cup, and extends up. So between 264 to 324 resistance. Sorry guys, my voice is really off today. So cup and handle, watch for handle break out with resistance between, what was it, 260s to 320s. I think that's right. We'll take a look. Watch cup and handle. Watch for handle breakout with resistance between 260s to 320s. Let's see right here. 260s, 320s. There you go. Fred. Nope, don't like this one. Kind of has a high wave candle, right? Upper wicks, lower shadows, indecision, don't like those. Don't like this one because I don't see much of more of a history than right here, so it might be a newer stock. JMU, up, caught between moving average lines, I don't like that. ARQL. I'm indifferent with this one. Let me see what on the hourly. All right, so this one's a little bit not the greatest chart, but so now you can look at this and you can see not much going on there. But am I wrong? Is there something there? Kind of can see a top forming here, and then you can draw your trend lines over here, and you can say, possible ascending triangle forming on the hourly. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And it's above the moving average lines on the hourly. So this one might have a chance to run. So let's take a look at the daily again. So this might have some room to run up to $6. So and you can see here, there's the kind of the top with the higher lows forming. I don't like this indecision spinning top candle. Moving average lines are starting to separate, so see if price can push it up. Guys, I don't know how much my voice is going to last here. This is not good. I've been talking a lot lately. I'll push through. Push through and give you as much as I can. I keep pausing this video to cough like crazy. All right, ascending triangle. Watch for potential continuation with resistance around $6. ARQL. So don't you love, guys, when you get a brand new computer, love the computer, love the keyboard, thing's amazing, but you get the backspace sticks. How do you get a brand new computer, every key works, and then a very important key that you go to use, the backspace, sticks? How does that make sense? First world problems, huh? That annoys me, though. Dan, fix it if you're listening. Fix my sticking key, please. Inverse head and shoulders. Look at that. Or cup and handle. Or V bottom. Look. Left shoulder. Head. Right shoulder. Neckline. Cup. Handle. Also V bottom. All telling you the same story. Again, potentially breaking out. It did break out here, but we'll see if it can continue. Let's see on the monthly. This has some continuation, but potential. Right there. Let's see on the weekly. Look at that. Look at that on the weekly. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. Man, that's an inverse head and shoulders, baby. Look at that. That's a pattern. Does it mean it's going to go up? Nope. But look at that. Right, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right at the neckline. Man. Bit overextended on the daily, so be careful. So let's do this. At or above. So what is this? Major inverse head and shoulders. Watch for potential continuation over 978. That's VNet. VNET. PED. Yuck. Nope. 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 So, guys, what do you say? Test. I'm going to start testing you guys. What do you see when you see this pattern? Left shoulder, right shoulder, or actually, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and voila, right across here, neckline. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. What is that? An inverse head and shoulders. So, this, and it's holding its highs on the end of the day. So these are the things we like to see. Holding its highs, potential major daily breakout, possible continuation with room to run. Above the moving average lines on the hourly. Again, a bit overextended, but this thing, it's about, you know, this is, all right. Like to see this. So, what's this? Inverse head and shoulders on the daily. Watch for potential continuation above neckline of 1026 area. EEQ. So, right. Nope, too close to the moving average lines. ZFGN. Alright, so this one maybe a bit overextended though. So I kind of like this. It might be going up, right? It does have tweezer tops, but might be pushing to go and break out above 1025. Let's see if there's a history on the weekly. Oh man, look at that cup. Maybe pulls back, maybe it forms a hammer. There's some room to run with this one. Bit overextended, but then you look at this, guys. Ascending triangle, higher lows forming. So this one, yeah, so you can see this higher low forming, ascending flat top, ascending triangle. Might be looking to break out on the weekly. Again, getting overextended. Hourly might be trying to break out above 1025. Overextended. I don't like this, but there's a potential for this thing to pop. So it's kind of crazy where you have this tweezer tops, but like it came down and pushed up. So it's like this is an awkward looking tweezer top pattern. It's looking bullish when it's also potentially bearish. So it came down, buyers came back in, pushed it up. So this is like, yeah, you got to be very careful. Something like this, it may pop and then dump right back down. You got to watch and see. Price over extended on daily. Watch for potential breakout over 1025. ZFGN. Too overextended here. Don't like that. Way overextended. Goes up, pumps back down. Don't like the pattern. SAEX. Nope. Too choppy looking. MVIS. Nope. Don't like those candles. Kura. So Kura, look right here. See this high over here? Right here. See that? High a day here. Look at this. What do you guys see? Pop question for you guys. Ascending triangle, flat top, higher lows forming, holding its highs on the day. I'm going to remove this. Then what you see on the daily, you can see kind of a, you got to look here. There's cup and handle-ish. You can see inverse head and shoulders-ish, left shoulder head, kind of a right shoulder. It's messy, so it doesn't matter. Don't get too concerned with the patterns. You can see some resistance up here at 19 bucks right at the top. So if this thing can continue and get above, there's some room to run up to around 19 bucks. You know, might be trying to run. Let me see on the hourly. And look, forming an ascending triangle within kind of like a cup. So this thing's got some room to run up to 19 bucks if it can continue. Watch for potential continuation with resistance around $19. And I'm going to do this just because I like doing this. Ish. I like to say ish. Because look, it's not exactly 19, but, you know, 19 right in here. So say 19-ish. I'm going to copy the word, I'm going to copyright the term ish. That's my new saying, ish. UN. Daily chart. Look, guys, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breaking out above the neckline, kind of extends up here. So find these patterns, right? But at this point, it's kind of pulling back. So it went up, broke out, and kind of pulled back down. So I don't like when it does that. So I'm going to skip it. CYRX broke out a little bit, overextended. So you had this again. Keep trying to teach you guys here, right? I'll just do this right here. Right here. What do you guys see here? Flat top, higher lows forming, ascending triangle, breakout. Now this area is support. So ideally you wanted to catch it on the break of this candle right here. But at this point, not saying it can't go up, but you know. All right, so Bullish Bears, can you please explain the head and shoulders pattern? Aha! Yep. Let's see if I can find one for you. I kind of see one. Well, that's kind of one. I'm trying to see a better one for you. Let me finish this last one and see if there is one. Look at All right, so look at this. Right here, there was an ascending triangle breakout. I'll get to a head and shoulders in a moment. Ascending triangle, flat top, breaks out. Now, let's remove the drawings. What do you guys see over here? So now you can see some resistance right about that 14.24, but also right down right in here. Right? You can kind of see possible another either a flag or possibly, come on, this drawing, let's do this. Let's go right over into the hourly. And now let's connect these dots right here, these lines. Now, do this. Right there. What do you guys see? On the hourly, a potential ascending triangle forming. And again, ascending triangles get choppy and mess around. Over here on the minute chart, you can see a left shoulder, head, right shoulder with a neckline kind of like here. And then you got this crazy looking weirdo thing on the pre-market. But right here, you know, you can start to see inverse head and shoulders, bullish pattern, ascending triangle, bullish pattern, prices above the moving average lines, has some room to 14.24, and if it could break above 14.24, it could break out. But remember, ascending triangles go up, they come down, they go up, they come down. Now it might be potentially going up. These things can get choppy, but I like this for a potential. I don't like this candle, the spinning top, but it's got some room. Just keep an eye on this thing. Again, be very careful. 1360. Ascending triangle, room to run with resistance around 14.24. So guys, I was wrong. If you watched from the beginning of this video, I was wrong. I thought this watch list was going to, I'll say it, the nice word, suck or stink. I actually meant to say stink instead of suck. But well, I thought this watch list was going to suck for Monday. But it's actually much better than I thought. I'm not even going to go into the bearish side of things. I'm actually kind of pleased. Like there's stuff on here which I didn't think there was going to be really anything. I'm quite surprised. Doesn't mean it's going to run, but I'm more surprised, right? Yeah, we do have a bunch of head and shoulders videos, but I'll guarantee you I can find a head and shoulders pattern on this, on one of these pump and dumps. Let me see if I can find a good one. Many head and shoulders are FU patterns, where they really pump and then dump, but I think I can see one right here. Yeah, here's one right here. Let's do this. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder, right? So head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Then you got to kind of mess around with this neckline a little bit. Sometimes it gets a little hairy and choppy, right? You might have to connect it like this. Again, it gets messy, right? You see these, like it gets choppy. You don't always get a clear-cut neckline down here, you know, so you can kind of like draw your trend lines, you know, get them as close as possible. But what happens is with the head and shoulders, price goes up, comes back down, goes and breaks these previous highs, so it has another all-time high. Then it starts to fall, and then again it'll bounce back up again. And many times, as you can see, it doesn't break. It's either equal to, usually, again, the majority of times, the right shoulder is almost always lower, if not the same height than the left shoulder. So the right shoulder, I think I said that. Right shoulder is almost always, if not lower or equal to the left shoulder. But once in a while, guys, you'll see a pop. It'll get a quick pop above on the right shoulder. Doesn't negate that it's a head and shoulders, right? That's fake outs. So head and shoulders are of a bearish pattern, and you can short below the neckline using a close above the right shoulder as your stop. Many times you got to be careful if you start shorting right around this right shoulder before the neckline breaks. It gets hairy, right? It goes like yo-yo effect, right? Gets a little bit messy. So technically you should wait until price falls below the neckline, you know, whether it's like horizontal or angular neckline, using a close above the right shoulder as your stop. Again, matter your preference. I've tried so many times shorting on the right shoulder, and I just get so frustrated. It's so annoying. So ideally, would you like to short at the top of a head? For sure. But you don't know it's necessarily a head until it falls and then creates the right shoulder. But as you can see, kind of just draw the resistance across here. So technically, when price starts failing this area on this neckline, you can take a short. But again, this is a bad example. This stock is really choppy. But you can see a head, a left shoulder, a right shoulder, and kind of a neck, right? Drawing your trend lines. Hopefully that helps. But we also have more videos on our channel. So, all that to say, that's the daily watch list. You can give me a poor me, give me a little bit of sympathy if you'd like, but I'm going to push through, and I'm going to try to give you some more energy to do the swing trade watch list for Monday. I'm tired. I want to take a nap. Boo-hoo, right? Give me a boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, I'm sorry you're tired. Thank you, I appreciate that. So, I will will it out, and I'll keep going for you guys. All right, so surprisingly, the watch list is much better than I thought. The one from last night to today, yeesh, I was not happy doing that one last night. I was not looking so hot. So this one, don't like it. This one kind of gapped up. Huh. Do I like it? Yeah, possibly. It's a bit overextended on the hourly. I typically don't like to get them when they're like kind of just hanging out there in no man's land like that. It just kind of goes up like that. So I typically don't like to put those on. Nike, another one, just kind of gaps right up. CNQ. By the way, any of you guys, you're welcome, Peaceful Chaos. If any of you guys have some swing trades you're looking at, feel free to throw me a bone right now. I will take a look at them. Right shoulder, head and shoulders right here. So, perfect example. You want to see a head and shoulders. As of right now, head, right shoulder. Now, if this can't break above this area right here, then you might have a potential right shoulder. So you got to watch and see. This is kind of a V bottom or a U shape. If it can't break above this area and it starts failing, then you have a head and shoulders. Another version of it. It's not a perfect looking head and shoulders, right? It's not your textbook one because you got all this in here. But again, there is a head, there is a left shoulder. This is resistance. Another version of a head and shoulders. They're all not going to be perfect. Cop. Double bottom, which I like, but I don't like that spinning top candle. DPS. Don't like it. NSRGY. Possibly, but I don't like it. There's just way too many gaps on this chart. Way too many. I don't like those candlesticks. PLD. Double bottom. Just, you know. Let's see. This is like all the choppiness. I don't like the choppiness. But I like the pattern. Double bottom. Right here. Let me see. Let me take a look at the hourly. All right, maybe, because you can see this big cup, maybe a handle. Look at that 6650 level. So you can see cup, maybe doing a handle right here. I then look over here at open interest. There is a bunch of open interest, 10-cent spread, 15-cent spread, 15 cents. All right, I'll consider it. What I don't like is I don't like these daily candles like that high wave. I don't like that, But then I can see a double bottom, a bottom here, and a bottom here. Moving average lines crossing. I just don't like that high wave. But I don't want to ignore this. So let's be careful with this one. With all stocks. Just this choppiness you got to be very, very careful of. Let's see, what is this? 66.50-ish to 67. Yeah, right between resistance, right between the $66.50 to $67 high wave candle indecision. I told you I don't like high waves, but I don't want to like completely ignore this. It's one to keep an eye on. Double bottom on daily. Watch for potential continuation with resistance between, what did I say? $66.50 to $67. $66.50 to 67. What I said? 66.50. Yeah, that's right. All right, so right between there. I don't like the high wave, but the pattern's hard to ignore, so just keep an eye on it. Be careful. So, I think someone says, cry me a river, LOL. Just kidding, you get the sympathy. No, it's okay. It is a cry me a river. I am tired. I want to take a nap. But guys, you know, it's not so bad on a Friday. I get to take a nap before waking up and eating pizza and watching a movie. That ain't so bad. I'll take it. Tech potential bottom reversal. All right, give me some leads here, guys. Actually, let's take a look at here. All right, so earnings, by the way, on PLD on 7/17. All right, so there's some time. So yeah, maybe you guys could build some watch lists here today. TECK. Potential bottom reversal. So good eye. Good eye. Kind of has a triple bottom. One here, one here, one here. Triple bottom, so it's a good eye. What concerns me is right near the moving average. You can see morning star pattern here, reversal, right near resistance, so that potentially concerns me. Let me look at the hourly. But there's some potential to run. Man. So I see your eye. Really great eye, Kurt. Really good eye. This one's hard to ignore. Got kind of a bull flag on an hourly. It's got some room to run. I don't like how close it is to right there, that 25.63. So that's the only thing that throws me off right now. It's a little too close. Could it reverse? Sure. So it's one to keep an eye on for sure. I just don't know. It's a little too close to resistance for me, for you guys. IDTI, let me take a look. IDTI. Good eye if you're looking for a potential reversal. Potential morning star. I just don't like this candle smacking off that 50 SMA. So reversal, but I don't like that. So that concerns me. So what else you got here? NTNX. Potential, don't like this one, right near the resistance lines right there. So that concerns me. Let me look at the hourly. Yeah, it's failing the moving average lines right now, so that would concern me. ADN. Let me try this. TNDM. There we go. And yeah, so this is one that's just been slowly grinding, right? Lots of spinning top candles right here going on. Like to see more confirmation. I like how you can just kind of see a trend line here, but these spinning tops really mess you up. So that's where I would say, I might kind of pass on that one for now. But it's definitely in an uptrend. Need to have it continue to reverse. Juniper, nope. And nope. Alright, so come on, swing trade. Give me something else. Not much on the scanners. Nope. Nope. Coca-Cola. So I feel like a bug just got me. Hold on. Oh, that was my shoelace, I think. You ever feel like something's crawling on your legs? You feel it's a bug? I think it was my shoelace. I don't know. All right, so you can see a cup and a handle. Cup. See the top of the cup extends up. Now you can see the handle. Cup, handle. Come on. Moving average lines might be trying to separate. Again, you got this high wave candle thing, so you got to be careful of that. There's room to run. Let me take a look at the hourly. And it gets a little too choppy for me. So then it starts doing this, and that's when I'm like, ah. All right, don't like it. Target. Major cup and handle. Or, yeah, so you can see a cup over here. Then you can kind of do this. Right? So remember, big cup, handle pulling back. Price is all messy in here. Don't like it right now, but find these patterns, guys. Very important. You're welcome, Peaceful Chaos. LDOS, nope. GDI. And the swing trades so far are failing me. Again, so you could say, Lucian, you're terrible at making swing trade watch lists today. And I could say, well, is that true? I mean, on the scanners, they're really not showing much. Why are the setups not looking so hot? Because, my friends, go back right over to here again, to the very beginning. What's going on? This is a symmetrical triangle. Price is now deciding whether it's going to fail and tank or whether it's going to go up or trade sideways. This is an indecision. When you get this indecision, this affects stocks. Again, sometimes these small cap ones will still get a pump or a dump because many times they're not really going off a lot of patterns. They're pumping and dumping. Whereas these bigger stocks, they have more patterns, and traders are aware of these patterns, and it becomes a little bit more difficult because there's a lot more money on the line because they're higher price stocks, you know? So right now, things are not looking so hot. Let me see something real quick. So I might not totally discount VRTX, although yeah, the spreads are terrible. Spreads are terrible. Yeah, I'm not going to put it on. Come on, Nike. Nope. I saw that one earlier. CNQ. All right, so let's drill in on this one right here. FMC, cup, handle, right? Cup, handle, right? See this? Cup, handle. No coincidence that it kind of jumped up here and then kind of failed down, right? It's failing the handle. Needs to break out above the handle with room to go up to about 93 if it can go. Let's take a look at the hourly. It's indecisive right now. If you can get above these moving average lines, possibly. Not looking so hot, but kind of a cup and handle right here within the hourly. Let's take a look at the hour options. They're very borderline and not a ton of open interest. This is a very borderline one. 20 to 30 cent spreads. It's right on the border. If this doesn't come down a little lower, that would concern me. But again, we're not finding much anything. This is one to watch. Again, a cup and a handle. It's got room to run to that 93 bucks if it could break out. So this is one to keep an eye on. Don't love it yet, but if the moving average lines are pinching, if they can separate and push price out, it might be one to keep an eye on. So I'm going to put it on. Cup and handle. Watch for potential handle breakout with resistance around $93. Handle, watch if price can break out. I don't like this candle. I don't like these spinning top candles at all. But I don't want to completely disignore this one from breaking out potentially, because if it does break out, it's got some room to run up here. So that's FMC. All right, so not looking so hot. Let's take a look at the other ones. I'm going to try to zoom through, guys, because I'm pretty much almost done here. Trying to see if there's anything I can look for different pattern setups for you guys. All right, so let's take a look at this. So I was looking for this one right here, CDW, for potential put. So this one's looking like a potential timber and room to fall, but then I go up here and I look for options chains, and I'm like, only open interest on the call side, nothing on either side, and not many, again, no offense to anybody, but not most people don't have 80 bucks a share for these bigger stocks. So if I had options, I would look at this, but not looking so hot. GM, not looking good, GM. Cup, major handle down. Double bottom here, really failing that 50 SMA. Not looking so good. You can see, might be looking to fill this gap below. You can see this gap, previous gap here, might be looking to fill that 38.70. The only problem with that, it's not that far down. It's only about 70 cents down. Let me see on the hourly. Getting a bit oversold. I would like this for a potential put. I just would like to see more room, because that could easily drop 70 cents and bounce, and so not what I want. Now, this THC. Did someone say THC earlier? If not, why do I remember someone saying THC? So, this one I like. You guys see this? Hammer candle right at the 50 SMA. This might be doing a potential reversal. Let me look at the hourly. And that's the only problem. We're a lot of resistance above. Let me zoom in on this candle. You guys see this might be holding that 50. There might be a potential reversal. It's got some room to run if it does. The only problem is a lot of overhead resistance. This might be a slower burn. I wish it had more overhead or more room, but it's got some room to run, so I'm gonna put this one at price may be looking to hold 50 SMA on the daily. Room to run on daily, but careful of MAs, moving average lines, on 1 hour. So again, guys, this might be holding the 50 SMA, that pink line right here. There's room for a potential reversal. Needs to get up above that 34. It's got room potentially from 34.70, you know, so at least $1 or so to the top of this candle, and then up to the moving average lines. But again, this is one to keep an eye on. I put it on. There's also, again, there's 2,600 open interest, 15-cent spread, 4,500 open interest with 15-cent spread. So I like, you know, you can see open interest on both sides, kind of some tighter bid-ask spreads, possible reversal, you know, for a possible scalp. So that's why I'm putting THC on. Just be careful of the hourly. ANF, Abercrombie and Fitch, timber, bye-bye. Look at that, dropping. Let's see on the hourly. Bit oversold on the hourly, could easily fall more. I mean, man, that could really, this one could really fall. Hourly's oversold, but right there, 23.50. So the moving average lines are starting to fail, or pinching, maybe failing on the daily. If it does, this thing could fall. So possible put if those moving average lines fail. What is this? 23.50, then 21.20s. Possible put / short with support around 23.50 and 21.20 area. So if price fails this area here, whatever that is, 24.50s area, support right around 23.50s this range, and then 21.20s range. So that's Abercrombie and Fitch. Do we ever use RSI and MACD to gauge swings? Yeah, sure. You know, I definitely look at more RSI. I am not a huge fan of MACD because of the lagging indicators. I'm usually more of, you know, I like RSI more as a gauge, overbought, oversold. You know, again, indicators, you got to be careful. It's more about candlesticks, support, resistance. Sometimes if you look at too many indicators, it could just be too much to look at. So I personally don't usually look at it, but many people do. Again, you got to remember, it's very important. The most important thing is candlesticks, support and resistance, patterns. Candlesticks is your first line of defense, then other indicators. So this is both of the watch lists. For those of you guys, again, that are not members, Come and join us. We are the Bullish Bears. The link is below, or you can head to our website, bullishbears.com. Very simple. We keep our website very simple and easy to use. No fancy bells or whistles, right? It's very simple. We make it easy to use for you guys. Good content. We're focusing on content. We have a day trade room, swing trade room, futures room. We have our alerts and our watch list. We have thousands of dollars worth of free courses over here. We also have private members only videos over here. You basically just log in over here and then you get your members only videos. As well as, again, guys, we changed the link. Instead of it saying Trade Ideas link now, we have screen sharing to make it simple, right? Because then people are saying, hey, are you guys doing a live stream today? Or are you doing Trade Ideas link? I'm confused. I guess I logged out. You can see over here on, let me do it over this one. I think I'm already logged in over here. Let's do this. I'll move this up here. So right under here, if you click on screen sharing, you guys will see right here, for if you remember, you log in every day. Very simple. If you guys want to know where our where our Trade Ideas link is each day, and if we're doing a live stream and where it's going to be, log in right over under members only, click screen sharing, and you'll see right here Trade Ideas link right down here. You'll see if the date is not updated, then chances are we didn't update it. Sometimes you might want to click, because once in a while our dyslexia might kick in and we forget to change the date. So click just to double check, but most of the time when the date changes, you'll know we've updated the link. Our live screen share one will be posted here. The majority of the time moving forward, we're going to be using join.me, the service we've been using. Sometimes we might do a YouTube live. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get a notification if we go live. But if we go YouTube live that day, we'll post here, hey guys, we're live on YouTube. Or hey, you know, for some reason we're not streaming that day, no stream. But the majority of the time we're going to be using join.me. So just click here. Also, very simple. Someone was saying earlier today, we were using, what is it called? Free conference call, my free conference call, something like that for our Trade Ideas screen share. Because we're trying to use a different service than join.me for our live. So for anybody who's like, hey, you hear background noise or whatever. Oh, by the way, Peaceful Chaos, thank you. You're welcome. Or you're welcome. Good night from Germany. Well, good night, and then I will take a nap, and you'll be sleeping, and I'll wake up, and then by the time I go to sleep, you'll be saying good morning. What the heck was I saying? Oh, so if you're watching Trade Ideas each day, and you're trying to connect, do not try to connect audio with Trade Ideas on this one right here, because we're not doing audio on Trade Ideas. We do audio over here. So some people said earlier, oh no, I hear background noise, XYZ, XYZ. Well, the thing is, we're not doing, people that are trying to connect by audio, you're going to hear background noise over here. Don't try to connect audio here. Just looking for screen share. Our audio will be done right up here. So guys, all that to be said, very simple, guys. No worries, Peaceful Chaos. People spell my name wrong all the time. Not a big deal. I've seen much worse. So this is all you got to do, guys. Every morning you come in, log in, come right up here, click on screen sharing, look for the date changes, have it up on a separate browser or something, refresh. Anywhere between 9 and 9:15, you'll see these links change. Link for our screen share, link for Trade Ideas here, and that's that. A couple other things I'll show you guys. I've been sharing you guys. Again, for any of you guys, do not buy anything. Do not buy any products from us or anything we talk to you about if you do not have money. Don't waste money if you don't have money. Very simple. But if you start to have a budget and you know, you're starting to get better with your trading, then you want to start considering tools, right? You want to start considering some tools to use when you have the money. Do not spend money. Don't be like me. I've done many of businesses in my life where I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I was spending lots of money. I'll give you a quick story, even though I'm tired, but I'll give you an example. Back in my day, when I was younger growing up, when I was this is a true story. I'll tell you more of this story, but I'll tell you it now. When I was a young pup, I'm almost 40 now, but in my 20s or late teens, I joined a very famous network marketing company at the time. I'm no longer involved in network marketing for anybody that wants to know. And great company, no problem with them whatsoever, but I got in and I didn't even know how to really market to anybody, but I would start buying a lot of products, right? So I was an 18-year-old kid. I could have just be careful what I say here. So like I could have bought stuff like at the store and, you know, it'd been fine, but I liked the stuff. I liked the company. I liked the products. So I started buying a lot of products, and then I would buy lots of other things I didn't need. Nothing wrong with the company. That's what I did, right? So I was buying stuff, and I was buying lots of self-help stuff, and I was buying lots of things, which is great to help me to invest in myself. Problem is I didn't know the basics, first of all, right? So my whole point being is don't go spending a ton of money on stuff if you don't know the basics like support and resistance, right? So don't spend a couple $100 a month on tools if you don't know what a candlestick is, right? But if you start to know and you've been studying, you're getting comfortable and all that stuff, then you start to purchase a product. Because again, like any business, like any profession, you're going to need tools. And a couple of really good tools that you're going to need at some point are a good scanner and then possibly a good news source, right? Again, don't buy a product if you don't need it. But as you continue to grow and you discover what type of trader you're going to be, these are 3 really good companies that we use. Trade Ideas is our favorite, really good scanner. If you click this banner here, we get you a 15% discount. Trade Ideas, again, they do discounts sometimes that are more. Again, if you click our link, we do get credits. We appreciate if you please click our links. The way affiliate stuff goes, you know, if you click on somebody else's link and you want to support our community and then come back and click ours, they'll get credit. So good for them. Doesn't help us out. So if you ever want to buy something, even now or down the road, click on our link. So down the road, if you ever want to purchase it, it's tracked back to us. We just appreciate it. It helps us to keep stock pricing down. So again, Trade Ideas, our favorite scanner. Market Club, really good swing trading / option scanner, about half the price of Trade Ideas. And then Benzinga, I keep going over this stuff, guys, because Benzinga is more of the urgent one right now, just because I haven't personally, I'm not saying they don't, but they're doing a really good 50% off for live sale. Again, don't purchase Benzinga unless you have the money. Don't waste your money unless you, again, want to use a good news source, stuff like that. They're having a really incredible 50% off for live sale. I guess we have the 40% promo code off over here. Just to show you guys, if you click on the banner, the link's also below. Click on the link, you'll see you can do your trial over here. But under pricing, you'll see they have a basic package and an essential. I wish their banner would say that it's 50% off only this package. Again, great marketing, good for them. But it's 50% only off of the essential package, not off the basic. So it's basically $125 instead of $250. So look at it. Obviously, great marketing. You could say, well, I could pay $100 over here or $125 over here and get all of this. This stuff is all really good. It makes sense to buy this one over this one at the pricing. But again, only get it if you really are looking like you want like really great news feed. They read the news out loud, all that good stuff. Great product, great service, great company. Again, only get a tool if you think you're going to use it. You become a good trader. So I really want to bring attention to Benzinga just because they have this 50% off one. If you're going to get it, you might as well save an extra 10% off. If you don't know, if you want it now or whatever, then hey, down the road, we'll have this 40% off one over here. But 50% is better than 40%. And that's what I got. As you guys can see, if you click on the subscribe button, we are only $10 a month to come and join our community. So we would love to have you come and join us. Again, lots of great content. We do our best to try to help you guys out as traders. So happy trading next week. Happy almost soon to be 4th of July. And I will see you guys all later. Enjoy.